Hi everyone, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you one of my recent orders. Well, I shouldn't say recent. This was from over a month ago. I have looked at these beads because they were wrapped in such a way that I was able to look at it, but I just haven't shared them with you until now. We had in the US our very first ever live unique event, and this was hosted by Trollbeads Quaker Bridge, and it was a lot of fun. We all tuned in via, I believe it was Zoom, could be wrong there, but we all were kind of like on a Zoom live party, and we would be shown groups of beads, and they had specials, like I believe it was buy two, get one free, or like if you buy a kit, like two of the beads would be free. Like it all worked out to like buy two, get one free. But these were kind of like uniques that had not previously really been seen here in the US before. So it was a lot of fun, and it was also pretty fast paced because basically they would tell you, okay, you know, bidding is now open, and then the first person who they would get the message from won that bead. So I'm happy that I was able to win a couple of beads. There were definitely some that I wish I would have won, but I wasn't fast enough for those. But it was still a lot of fun. So I really hope that you know, we continue to have these live events. I did receive a nice little handwritten thank you card, and this is how my box was wrapped. It's one of those larger, I think this is like a ring box that sits up higher, and wrapped in Troll Beads ribbon. And then on the inside of the box, they have one of those little baggies, and all of my uniques are in the bag. There's kind of a first look there at what I bid on. So, gosh, I don't even remember which was first, but I'll just kind of showcase all of the different uniques. So this one I thought was really, really pretty. Very neutral. As you can see, it is completely opaque, and it has kind of like that white base to it, and then it has this caramel colored or taupe colored, whatever insert word here you want to use. But you know, now that the Troll Beads Day beads have come out, I really think this is going to go really beautifully with the one Troll Beads Day that is kind of that neutral caramel color. I'll see if I can remember the name and insert the name of the Troll Beads Day bead down here, but I think this is going to pair beautifully with it. And it has like this kind of almost like pinwheel looking pattern, where you have the darker kind of like tan or taupey areas on two of the petals, and then the two outer petals are white with just like a little caramel colored polka dot, and like the taupe or caramel colored petals have two white polka dots, and I just thought it was very striking. The pattern itself is kind of outlined in black, and then you do have this center like polka dot detail that almost looks very shimmery. Like from the top here, it looks like it would be a bumpy bead, but it is completely flat. And then here you see just that beautiful pattern on the side. So I think this is going to pair beautifully with that one new Trollbeads Day bead. So really excited about that. And then one of the other uniques that I picked up is this gorgeous one here. And this one just really attracted me just for the sheer fact that it is purple. Of course, if you've been following me, you know my favorite color is purple. And we have a dark purple base, and then you have these more lilac or lavender colored 3-petal flowers, kind of in an alternating pattern. And you know, the centers are kind of a light pink color. And even the petals themselves are just very, very lightly outlined in white, just to kind of give them a little added depth and kind of make them pop off of that dark purple background. So this one, I think, is very pretty. And look at it from this side, like it's really stunning from both sides. And I'm kind of anxious to see, you know, now in hindsight, you know, with knowing all the things that I've ordered, I wonder what this one's gonna look like with that new power bangle with the amethyst end caps and that the bead that comes along with. Not sure if it'll be a perfect match, but I'm excited about it nonetheless. And then I did choose this particular bead, and to me it looks like it is a butterfly or maybe a dragonfly, just like the side profile of it. I don't know if it has a particular name, but I just thought, since I do love my critters, I thought this was so striking. And I love like that bright, almost like chartreuse green, although this almost, I think, tends a little bit more towards the yellow side. But I think this is such a striking color. And you have what looks to be either the dragonfly or butterfly body. And then you have that wing profile in that lapis royal blue color. And then it kind of fades to a lighter blue at the very tips, again, for that extra pop and dimension, to, you know, just make it look a little bit more dimensional on the bead itself. And I think this is just so striking, so pretty. Completely clear glass, so you see all that kind of chartreuse colors at the core, and then they did the butterfly or dragonfly detail more towards the top of the glass. So just so striking. I would love to see how they build these and make these happen. But that is one of the uniques. And then the last unique I purchased is this one here. And this is, you know, very much kind of a departure for me, like not something that you usually see me gravitate towards. But I think it's going to be so fun because you can pair it with so many different colors. It's got that golden yellowish orange for the base, and then you see like these greens and blues, and then you have these pink, almost like sunflower looking flowers towards the top surface of the glass. And I could be wrong, but I believe my good friend Ollie has this same unique. And who knows, maybe that's why I kind of gravitated towards it, possibly because I've seen Ollie really style it, and I liked it. Could be wrong there, but I'm sure she watches my videos. She'll let me know if I'm right. Here it is on the profile, and you can see like that yellow and that green and that blue is all at the core. And then you see like those pinks and some of the yellows, like that white and blue center. That is all near the top of the glass. And you know, this isn't like paint, you know, this is actual glass rods that they use to create these designs. I just think it's all so fascinating. Let me get everything together. There's definitely no cohesiveness to any of these that I purchased, other than the fact that they're all spectacular and fun. And with that, I'm gonna just quickly show you some bracelet designs that I've had over the last month or so, just so I can share those with you. And the first design I'm gonna share was my design to kind of welcome in the month of June. And as you can see, this was made on a foxtail bracelet. And I always try to use like one of the flower of the month silvers on the first of the month to kind of say welcome to that month coming in. And with this design, I did use the rose clasp, which was the Mother's Day offering from a few years back. And then I think this bead here, this is probably one of my favorite beads. This was from a spring collection a few years back, and I do believe this retired this year. It is now called Rationality, and I think it used to be called Choice. But this just has beautiful greens and blues and almost like very light pinks within the glass itself. And it just really pairs well with so many different colors. It's such a striking, simple design, in my opinion. Very pretty. This was one of the offerings from this year's spring collection. This one is called Pearls of Patience, and this has just 3 kind of gray pearls with these sweet little 3-petal flowers. Like, this is very slim in profile, really makes for almost like a spacer type bead, but with a lot of presence. Like, you can see it between the 2 glass beads here, and it really is, it holds its own. This is a unique that I purchased from Trollbeads Partridge Creek a couple months back. This was during one of their events where they got in some beautiful special uniques. And this is kind of a updated ladybug unique design. And I just fell for this one hook, line, and sinker. You can see it's got like that dark cobalt blue core, and it even seems like it has a little bit of yellow at the core as well. And then you have this ladybug and this little blue flower and all these vine and leaf detail more towards the top of the bead. It is just so darling and just so perfect for spring and summer. I could not resist. So that is a special unique. And then we have the whole reason for this bracelet here, which is the lovely Rose of June Flower of the Month bead. and it just has this spectacular, large, showy rose that is unfurling its petals. We've got the hidden pearl detail, and then we have all this lovely leaf detail on the bottom. So that is the Rose of June. And then we have this sweet little silver right beside it. This is just simply called Ladybugs. And this was one of the silver offerings from maybe 3 or 4 spring collections ago. I just think it's darling. Kind of the whole ladybug garden theme I've got going on here. And then the last bead, like I was determined on a design to use the event bead for 2024, and I thought it paired beautifully with this Ladybug Unique, like bringing the greens out in the leaves and then the green in the Rationality bead. But this is the 2024 event bead. It is called Green Harmony. So that was my Welcome June design. And then another design that I put together is this sweet little design here. It is a bangle, and it is using some of the new beach collection. I'll put the name of the collection down here because it's escaping my mind at the moment. But it is using the spacer that I purchased. This one is called Tiny Ripples. And I thought it paired really nicely with another spacer that I have, which is the seaweed spacer. You can kind of see, like looking at the two of them, they go really beautifully together, even though they're completely different. And here we have, which I think is just such a stunning bead. This is called Tranquil Lagoon. And this, as you can see, the glass itself is sculpted, and then it is a bluish color. And then you have that black and tan at the core that is making up the design element of this particular bead. Like, it makes me think of maybe coral that's growing in the sea. Like, it is just so stunning. I have next to it the In Memory bead, and this was from last year's summer collection. This has a I want to say it's a crazy lace, like light blue agate. And last year the whole theme was kind of around turtles, and this is a turtle, and it is in the shape of a heart. And just the meaning behind this particular bead is what made me gravitate towards it. With my mother having dementia and having lost her memory, this particular bead, I think, is just, you know, a way for me to think of her when I'm looking at my wrist. This next little character here, I think, is just darling. This is the Guardian of Uniqueness, and this little guy just has the cutest little smirk on his face. I mean, that is just a smirk if I ever saw one. And then just these lovely little tentacles that are all coiled up, just giving a sense of movement to the bead itself. So, darling little bead. And then we have the Harmony Fish, which, you know, just looks like he is swimming along, and he is done in like a darker cobalt blue and then he's got a little bit of a shimmery copper on his underside, and he is just swimming through these tranquil blue waters. Very sweet, and he's a little dimensional as well. And then I just have a beautiful pearl. So that is my little beach themed bangle that I put together. And then the last bangle that I'm just going to share is this one here, and it is so bright. But I just had a lot of fun with this one. This one is on my heart bangle. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is on the retired star bangle, but I know for a fact you can still get these, because I just purchased a second one with Trollbeads Partridge Creek, just because I love this particular bangle so much. This one here, again, is on the heart bangle. It is called the heart bangle because the end caps there kind of form a heart shape. And this is just bright and beautiful. And in fact, speaking of bright, talk about like a perfect match. Look at that. This will even go so well. Like I could throw this particular unique on here and it would fit right in. But this has an armadillo bead. I believe that this was called a tennis ball armadillo by Melissa at Trollbeads Partridge Creek. That's how she referred to it as. And it is just such a fun armadillo bead. And then we have this bead here. It is called There Is Only One You. And I think it's called Only One You, but the writing on it says there is only one you. And, you know, this is a nice little reminder to yourself that you are special and loved and unique and one of a kind. I think this particular troll stone that I have is just perfect with these beads because it has that chartreuse green, but again, it's got all of my purple in there that I love so much. This is the very first Trollbeads Day bead from 2014, and it was designed by Soren Neeson, who is my favorite designer from Trollbeads. So love that I have that. And then this is the diamond, crocodile diamond from Australia. And then this here is, I guess, the very first ever troll bead. This is called Faces. And it just has all of these different little faces. I do believe this also was designed by Soren. I'll have to look that up and see. But you see all the faces that way, and then as it's upside down, you see even more faces. So very clever how this was designed. Just amazing. But that is another fun, colorful bangle design. So anyway, let me get all of my uniques together back on a rod, because that is what I wanted to show you. But that was from the live unique event that was hosted by Trollbeads Quaker Bridge. So let me know which one of these is your favorite. Take care and stay safe.